if you look at every great athlete, they started somewhere. You look at Michael Jordan playing basketball in the backyard. Any great baseball player playing catch in the backyard. And that's where dreams come true. That's where your vision is started, and the backyard is where champions are made. I feel really good, one, because my arena's done this year. Right? Last year I was still building that arena and had all these big plans, and so the pressure to get that done, it was a lot on me, and I was rodeoing too, and to be able to have the arena done this year and just some little things, to get done before, I feel really good about it this year. I'm really excited for what's to come because I want to always improve, and I think this year we're going to take another step in that direction. And it's hard. I mean, you saw this morning, I get up in the morning, I go change water, and I mean, there's weeds to be sprayed, there's little things that need to be done around here, and when I'm not here, it's hard because sometimes we get behind, and that's why I'm lucky to have her here. When she's got to go to work in the morning, water still needs to be changed, and she'll get up in the morning and change water, go work a full shift, and then come back here and change water again, and then she'll iron my shirts for me and get things ready for when I do come back. I mean, I want to spend time with her when I come back, and so she tries to get all the little things done so I don't have to do them, so we can spend time together when I'm not rodeoing. So I got 30 acres here, and in the wintertime I'll bring my cows back and they'll be on all of this grass, and they'll clean up all this and then the hayfield, and then I'll send them to another pasture in the summertime, and then all the hay I raise here is to feed the horses and cows in the winter, so I don't have to buy any. So the opportunity for these bronc riders is one, to come and get on great bucking horses and show their talents in front of the Magic Valley area. But two, I have a prize that no one's ever heard of. One of my great sponsors, Johnny Filippini, he called me and was like, "Man, has anybody ever given out cows as a prize?" And I said, "No, I have never heard of that." And he said, "Well, let's do some bred heifers." And when I thought about that there's no better prize than that. Every year, if you keep those heifers, and then you save your cows every year, you're gonna build a nice little herd, and by the time you're done bronc riding, you might have 25, 30 head of cows, and they're all paid for, and it all come from my bronc riding we put on, and that's just a prize that's gonna keep giving. Like I said, when you're trying to make the finals and then put on an event like this, and everybody in the Twin Falls community, they want it to come back every year. So my goal is to keep giving these cows out for these bronc riders, because 5-10 years down the road, when they're done riding broncs and they still are gaining something from the prize they won at my bronc riding, I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's. I mean, I put it on, but I have my wife that is there 24/7 for me, because like right now I'm trying to make the finals. I'm rodeoing hard. I've been gone the full month of July.
I try to stay organized. Sometimes it's easy to fall out of it for a little bit, especially when you have a lot going on, but I try to keep everything in line and keep up to date on my computer and all that kind of stuff to make sure that everything's rolling good. I mean, it goes both ways for both of us.
And we're getting permits signed and paperwork that needs to be done, and sponsor stuff that needs to be done, and I call her, and my wife, she does all that. Sometimes she's probably not very happy with me, but she supports me, and I wouldn't be able to put that event on without her. My parents, they've always taught me well, and my positive attitude has come from them, and just the people that I surround myself with. and also my family, the sponsors, everybody that's behind me, they know it's going to be a success, and they are 100% behind me. They'll show up a week in advance, and we'll just start getting things ready to roll. And whatever I need done, I have people ask me, do you need help? Do you need help? What do you need done here? And that's really special that I have a support system like that behind me. This place, those college coaches gave me an opportunity, Cody Demers and Steve Burney, and then when Cody left, Kelly Wardell, and they were huge. They saw my drive and what I wanted to do with bronc riding, and they gave me every opportunity to be successful. Like they handed me everything, said, here, we have it, but you're gonna have to put in the work, and I understood that. So, I mean, when we would run in here, we'd run back and forth, and I'd jump up and I'd touch that. There were probably still handprints over there from me jumping up. Every time I'd come down here, I'd slap it. My picture's gonna be in this building one day. A few years later, I make the NFR, and they have the wall of excellence. All the pros get put up there, and I remember Steve called me and said, "You got a picture ready for that wall?" And I said, I do. I'll send it to you. And they got it put up, and that was awesome. It was like, when I saw that, I was like, man, my hard work here paid off. And I went to school here for 5 years. I changed degrees. Like, I'd finish, I'd graduate and get a degree, and then I'd have to change into another degree. And Steve was like, Mitch, man, I think we're out of classes for you to take. Because I would have stayed there for another 2 years. I love school here. I really did. So, and someday I'd love to come back and be a coach here. I really would. I'd love to give back. I'd love to give back to this school because they did so much for me. So we built a stage. Kelly Wardell and his crew come down, and they built this stage, and that's where the concert's going to be afterwards. We're going to have some pyro, some fireworks, and just another great group of cowboys. And coming from that baseball background, we've all seen the Field of Dreams, and if you build it, they will come. And that's kind of what I had in mind here. If I build an arena and bring the best saddle bronc riders in the world, people are going to show up, and it happened. And as long as we keep doing our best every single year, people are going to show up to watch the best saddle bronc riding.